us out if we think this is sport. Come see what we about. Check it out. Come and check this out if we think this is sport.
Record with his 12th three-pointer of the game.
Jay-Z in a Nets jersey. Reggie got Indiana. He was.
Congratulations, Mr. President.
It's crazy how he was making the cuts, making it.
Why is he not better than him?
Everybody take a seat. We think it's sports, but sometimes we don't know. We asking that.
So I had a question. Before we get into congratulations, I had a question. Who comes up with the dinner menu for the week? Is that a situation where both parties come up with it, or is it on the person that's cooking it? Does anybody know?
I think I go. I think if the person that's cooking it doesn't ask, it's on them.
Gotcha.
I think the person who cooks the meal has first preference in what they cook, and you know what I mean. And I think you should. I think you eventually should maybe ask, but that first initial, you got to get used to cooking. You got to get used to what's your go-to meals. You can do that. You know what I'm saying. So I'm not gonna pressure you to cook something crazy exotic, but I think eventually you should be like, if you want to switch it up, at least once a month, have a little different meal or a couple times a month, twice a month, they have like a nuanced, nice, different meal, I guess. But I think the person cooking it should have first preference on that.
Okay, Mills.
I didn't even hear what you said. I froze.
Oh,
early.
No, I said whose responsibility is it when you're talking about like preparing the meal, not preparing the meal, but to actually have the menu for the week, like, right? So is it your responsibility or is it your wife's responsibility to
menu
have
for the week,
not or at least have an idea of what's going to be made for those days? Because obviously, if you don't, then generally it's like it gets to that point. It's like, yo, what are we gonna eat? And then 9 times out of 10, that's
spending money.
Yeah, that's
spending money.
You get to take out. So, is it a situation? I don't know, Mills. Is it a menu set Monday or not Monday? I guess Sunday going into the week, or is it just helter skelter?
It's pretty much we play with what we get, what we dealt. We normally try to go out once a week. We typically go out on a Sunday.
We play with what we dealt.
What we dealt.
The cars we got, man. We got some wherever we got in the house, man. We cooking. Yeah. Sometimes nobody be trying to go to the store. I work more early mornings. My wife work, days. Sometimes she pick up. So it's like we only get like that hour, 2 hour window when we just together, and we'd rather spend that together than somebody being in the kitchen cooking. So we might cook something quick, like Taco Tuesday. Taco Tuesday or something like that. But if somebody get out earlier, you know what I mean? If I get out, early afternoon, I might go to the grocery store.
So you don't go to the grocery store on Sunday?
No.
Why you say it like that? Is that a bad day?
No, I don't. That's probably one of our struggles in our household is we buy groceries and then they just sit in the refrigerator and they go bad and we throw them out. So we kind of like, if we're going to cook something, we go to the grocery store and get that and then cook it. And just keep doing that.
Okay. So no planning, just, we going to.
Nah, no planning.
We'll figure it out. That's interesting. I just wanted to know. And I mean, I guess I'll ask, what'd you say?
I said, Josh, you should try to figure out.
Absolutely.
You should try to figure out
Absolutely.
a time to go to the grocery store and a time to cook. Because you just keep spending money.
You just keep spending money. And eventually.
I'm saying y'all got to find, I know it is tough. I'm not trying to say it's not tough, but you got to figure out and find that time because you got to.
We actually go to the grocery store today.
Y'all got to find that time.
That's a fact. When I looked at, I forget what app it. I'm not going to plug the app because they're not paying us. But those apps that they track the spending and stuff like that. And I just looked at like they have a category of like going out. Like it got crazy. Like I was just like, yo, there's no possible way I could have spent that much money going out to eat. But I guess I did. So I mean,
ain't no guess you did.
No, I did. Obviously, it's not there. So yeah, that has to be something. And another, okay,
it's underrated.
It's
underrated.
It definitely is. So like on social media, like you'll see, certain people making food all the time, right? They got all these little recipes. You on Facebook scroll, it's like boom, boom, boom. So if the significant other sends it to the person, right? Whose responsibility is it to get the food so that this can be cooked?
Damn, I don't like. I feel like it's so specific, bro. Like, yeah.
I'm asking a question.
Like,
No, I'm saying who. I'm just asking. Is it? Has that ever happened? Like you see something online, like right, like it's like this is kind of easy to make. It doesn't seem hard, and like somebody sends it to somebody. So whose responsibility is it to go to the grocery store and get it? Is it the person that is doing the cooking, or is it the person that's not doing the cooking? I just wanted to know. I'm asking. I'm only asking.
I think if y'all have a planned time to go to the grocery store, that's the time y'all should get the groceries.
Okay.
So when you go this time, so this week you go like, we won't, like I said, you're gonna make that new exotic dish, not exotic dish, but that new nuanced dish. So it'd be like, all right, this is the time I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get the stuffed salmon with the, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get whatever it is. You know what I mean? You gotta get it. That's why I'm gonna get it now, because usually you kind of like mechanical in it. You're gonna go get your meat and your spaghetti. You're gonna go get, whatever, the sandwich, the bread for the sandwich and the turkey. You know what I mean? You're gonna get the stuff y'all usually eat. The chicken fingers, meals, and French fries. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like,
I get it.
So you gotta, you know what I mean? You gotta just be like, all right, this week I want to get this one. I want to try the salmon. I want to try the chicken. I want to try lobster. You want to do lobster? I I get fancy.
Yeah, I'm basic. So for me,
we know.
It's like, I'm good with what I can find around the house. I eat a bag of popcorn,
but that's
and
not
be good for the day.
That's not healthy though. Like we know.
I mean,
not healthy.
Like my wife's the cooker. I don't really cook that much. If I cook, it's pretty much one of those occasions. Like if I make you mad, or if I just want to, show you how much I love you, I'm gonna go and cook something. So when you get home from work or a long day, it's prepared on the stove. It means you can come home and eat. But other than that, I'm not really chefing it up. But I will go to the grocery store, get it. But we got an advantage. Our grocery store's right behind my house, so I kind of can like walk there.
Judge is lazy.
So it's not like it's not like I really gotta drive, far to go to the grocery store. A lot of people don't go a lot of people grocery shop, in one shop and get a lot of stuff because they either gotta make a drive to go get it, or they got a larger family with kids and stuff like that. Like it's just me and my wife. So for us to stock the refrigerator and we're not even home that much, it's like we're not gonna have the opportunity to eat all that stuff in there. So that's why we kind of go, every once in a blue moon.
I understand that. This is my last question on this.
Unless you like meal prep though, you can people because people meal prep for people work. Buy all that stuff. People pack their lunch and they breakfast and lunch and they take it, but that's work obviously.
Yeah.
That's not
that's
not just something you could just do. That's work, but it's people. It can be done. It can be done.
I have one more question on the topic. What if
pie etiquette?
I'm sorry. What if there's a discrepancy between where two people shop at for groceries? Have y'all ever come across that?
Yeah, my wife hates Tops.
I mean, what is it? What is it?
They definitely expensive. The Tops is one of the more expensive ones.
She hates Tops. What does she like to shop at, Mills? If you don't mind me asking.
She like Wegmans.
Oh my God! If you
that's even
like, bruh,
that's even more.
I understand exactly what you're saying. I understand exactly. Has anybody ever shopped at Walmart for their food?
Yeah, Walmart got good prices. Walmart got good prices. Target is getting in the game too. Target.
And so I mean, Target, yeah. My only thing is because it's like if I'm at a particular store, maybe it is Walmart, I don't know, but if I'm there and I'm supposed to be getting whatever, just say hypothetically, right? This is not like to me. I'm just saying hypothetically. I'm supposed to be getting something, but like if somebody else is saying, and I'm asking like, okay, what should I get, for the recipe, yada yada yada, and it's like, well, I'm not really sure what's going on there. I generally shop at Wegmans, and it's like at that point, it's like well, I don't want to shop at all. Then have y'all ever gotten to that point?
Nah, I haven't gotten that bad.
But like I don't. But why?
Why does it matter?
Yeah, you can finish, Mel.
Yeah, I did have a situation where a Wegmans product was better than the Tops product.
You knew that.
I didn't know that. I thought
You
it was
talk
the
about
same
Top.
thing.
You talk about the brand of Wegmans brand and Tops brand. That's what y'all talking about. Because you can buy stuff from Wegmans.
I'm talking
from Tops.
specifically
You
for
can buy
me.
from Walmart. You can buy from Target.
Specifically for me, I'm talking more towards the fruit side. Like,
Okay.
That's nuanced. The
Okay.
fresh goods is different. Wegmans, you want to go to Wegmans for your fresh goods, yes. But you can go. A lot of these stores got the same stuff.
I would say this.
Wegmans is nuanced.
Walmart lettuce is bad. I just like that's a fact. I just want to be clear on that. Walmart, their lettuce is not as good as the other stores. I will say that. Like if it's something like that I've noticed.
Produce is different.
Produce is different. But I'm saying generally with the other stuff. I mean, hey. I generally like to shop for the deals, for the prices, but I guess you know what I'm saying.
Walmart got the best prices
for a fact.
Walmart has the best prices. So it's not even like low, and it's not even like
man.
Huh?
Nah, the bonus card that's fake.
Bonus card what?
Top bonus card.
Bonus
No,
card.
that's not fake.
That's fake.
How's that fake,
bro? Because all their prices is higher than everybody anyway. So the bonus just get you the Walmart prices. That's all it does.
Walmart has better prices. I will agree with that. But Top's prices are not like crazy like Wegmans prices.
No, but I'm just saying, Top's prices, they bonuses just get you down to Walmart price. To me, I mean, from my perspective. But Wegmans is a little because they try to give you a different ambiance and they try to do what they do.
I mean, yeah,
Wegmans it make you feel good. It make you feel good when you go in there. You know what I mean? Like if you ever been to Whole Foods?
No, and I don't plan.
I walked into Whole Foods. Whole Foods is like that joint crazy. It's like Wegmans on steroids. It's Wegmans on steroids. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah, I'm not doing that. Yeah.
It's kind of crazy. So Whole Foods is a whole different level, but they produce. You know what I mean? You get when you pay that other.
You get
money,
what you pay for it. Yeah, you do get what you pay for it. But I'm just listen.
Tops, I would never get Top. I mean, Tops produce is just they don't. It seems like they don't care. You know what I mean?
That's not true though. That's actually not true.
Locked up. They be having like certain aisles locked up. It's like I don't got time.
It all depends on which one you go to. And we all know that. Like it all depends on which one you go to because certain ones in certain neighborhoods they have better stuff. Even to the Wegmans, you go down to even though Wegmans is not necessarily in
hoods.
Yeah, it's not in the hoods. Well, most hoods have food deserts. You know what I'm saying? And we know that. But there's a difference between Tops on Jefferson and Tops somewhere else. I'll just say it that way. But we don't gotta get.
The one on Broadway that closed, thank God. Like the one on Broadway used to be crazy, bro.
If you go to Tops on Broadway, you gotta chill, bro.
Bro, they had to lock up aisles, bro. You had to go ask an employee to unlock the aisle, bro. Y'all need to get to the baby food in this aisle for the baby food. They had to unlock the aisle. That's how crazy it was, bro. That's how crazy it was, bro.
The homeless. Now we had to get our mailbox moved. The post office because they was throwing their dirty clothes and stuff in the blue box over there.
They gotta relax.
Dirty clothes and a glass.
They was throwing
their dirty clothes. Yeah, the mailbox, the collection box. They was throwing like dirty clothes and glass bottles and stuff in there. And the carriers didn't feel safe, going over there no more. Because obviously, like most Tops, got mailboxes in front of them for people, customers. They buy stamps there, they throw the mail in there. The carrier pick it up. But that just became a safety hazard over there. But yeah, crazy. I never been to that Tops.
I guess it's the obvious question, the obvious answer. But did y'all see the video of the dude, who was sitting up on a nightclub dead or whatever?
Yeah, that was his go home. I mean his farewell little party.
It was a wake. It was a wake. He was in a nightclub. He was in Bliss or some type of nightclub somewhere, and they had him propped up,
standing on stage.
Body propped up.
He was dressed.
Dead? Yeah, they had him dressed in a Mary and Gucci.
That's how he wanted to go out.
So my question is, so maybe add nuances. I guess I know your answer. If somebody had a specific way to go out, something like that, something crazy, like something just nuanced. Would you oblige it?
No.
You would not oblige somebody if they put in a will?
No. I mean, if they put in a will,
if your brother,
if they put it in the will, then I don't know if money is already allotted for it. Then I guess like the lawyer would, I guess they have to follow that. I'm assuming. I'm not sure how. I'm assuming that's how wills work. But if it's a situation where like this is his last wishes, it's absolutely not. Like as simple as that. No. As a matter of fact,
I ain't doing that.
Wakes and funerals are not for the dead. They're for the living.
Yeah, and they turned up.
Yeah, I mean, and that's if that's what they wanted to do.
They turned up.
If they wanted to turn up, then obviously they can do that. But I'm just saying, like, it's really up to the it's to my discretion because it's for me. I'm living. You're dead. You don't care about what's happening right now. Trust me. No, it's facts.
So y'all don't care about none of that. You just wouldn't ever
People's
like,
wishes. Depends if they.
You know what I'm saying? Like if you like,
no.
Hang me up
No.
on my house for like 2 hours, and people come by and see me.
Take me by my house. No, you going right to the cemetery. No,
you can't even ride down the street past the old house.
You can't ride by the house. No, you cannot do that. You can go right to the cemetery though. That's what you can do.
That's a little extra.
It's not.
I can understand driving.
Why are we riding a dead body by our house? What are we doing? Like, what are we doing?
So what's the most you would want? What was the most you would want at your funeral? What's the most you would want?
Less is more for me.
Cremated?
I don't mind being cremated. I mean, I don't. It's a body. I don't care. Like I didn't have one when I came in, and I'm not gonna have one going out.
Yeah,
so.
I agree. I mean,
I don't really. Less is more for me.
I don't flowers while I'm here.
Yeah. It's a funeral, but the reality is, I don't really have a say in it because when I die, either my son or my wife, they just gonna do whatever the hell they want to do. I mean, so it's just like what I could tell him. Listen, I would tell him to go to school and do the right thing. Did he do it today? No. I mean, so it's like I know when I die, I'm like, oh man, it's time to live it up. You know what I'm saying? So
hey, I guess so. That's all I got.
Am I missing something?
What I got?
No, I mean, I just want to know, just see, because some people was like, man, that was his dying wishes. You should, if people trying to support his dying wishes, they don't have a problem with it. But, seeing somebody in a club, a dead body propped up in the club, that just, I don't know. I guess we living in 2022, bro. Just a different day and age, man. Different day and age.
I got anything? Oh, it was a video. It was a video on Facebook, actually, of this guy, him and his girl. And I guess his girl was practicing installing wigs, and she used him as a human mannequin. Braided his hair in cornrows, put the wig on him. Working on the edges and all that stuff, and burnt him with a flat iron, with the freaking hot comb, burned the hot comb, and he went crazy. So I guess my question is there limits that you guys things that you won't do to help your significant other be successful? Like, would you let, them do your hair, 26 pieces and, do your nails with acrylic and all that stuff?
No.
To help them grow?
No.
In whatever area they're trying to grow in?
No. That's what I mean. You don't have to because it's called mannequins. So, I mean, I don't. Like, you literally do not have to do that.
But she had mannequins too.
Okay, then she should use those.
I would say this. I'm just not in the mind of just everything got to be posted. So even if you do that, you don't got to post it. Like why if you trying to practice, why you posting it? So no, for me, it's no limit. I'm not saying I would do that, but if I have to do that, I would do something for my significant other. But you don't have to make it a thing. You don't have to post it. You don't. A lot
of people think that social media presence, hold a lot of weight. If you show the process and you show, how you got
you doing your putting a bundle on your dude head is
not just saying put it on your dude head, but I mean people gonna want to watch that. They're gonna want to watch that to see the reaction and things that go on. And if you're good at what you do, that's more clientele.
Well, get somebody you can actually do their hair on. If you're good at what you do, you can get somebody actually to do your hair. Right? You can get a cousin, you can get your mom,
that's
you
true.
Your sister, your aunt,
that's
you
true.
Get a coworker.
But a lot of people like comedy too, though. You know what I'm saying? They know if a girl is doing a guy hair or their boyfriend, there's probably gonna be a lot of cuss. There's probably gonna be a lot of arguing, like, yo, what is you doing? Blah blah blah. They're gonna get the views up. I mean, I think they got like a couple thousand shares.
Would you?
Would
you let Alexis put a bundle on you, give you inches?
That's wild.
I don't think so, but I think it depends on what the outcome can be.
What?
If the outcome,
you get 1,000, you're gonna get 1 million views. She gonna get 100 people booked up with her the next day.
I would do it.
You sell your soul. So you'll pick cotton for $1 million.
No, I would take that sacrifice for my wife to be successful.
I respect it.
That's what I would do.
I respect it. It's a hard no for you, Mills. I mean, Sam, it's a hard no.
What was the question?
What's the limits would you do for your significant other? Would you let her do your nails? Would you let her put a bundle on you?
No, absolutely not. No. I just
But he just said for
what if she a nurse?
No,
what if she a nurse?
no,
what if she a
no.
practicing nurse? Is she want
What? If she a practicing nurse, does she want to find veins? No.
Yes.
No? Hell no.
No.
You're not about to stick me, bro.
What if she a practicing lawyer and you getting into jail and she trying to get you out? You are first case.
I'm not going to jail. We can practice your. No, we're not doing all that. I mean, yes, yeah. I'm here for you for whatever you need. But like, if there's a other way to deal with it, then we're not. First of all, you can use mannequins. You don't have to use real life. You don't have to use me. Listen,
I'm just saying. In the case that you need to use you, would you let her use you?
No, I wouldn't because I tried this. I tried this with my brother. Our brothers first started cutting hair. My mother said that I had to go to him for him to you know what I'm saying, get better, and that was just a bad move. So
no, that's not.
No, it was a bad move. So I vow I'm not doing that. We're not doing that. We're gonna figure out a way. I will go to the lengths of the earth in order to figure out a way to help you. That's what we could do. But you're not about to use me as a guinea pig. Not within reason. Within reason. Like if you were cooking something, you say, yo, taste it. I'll taste it. But I'm not, you're not. All the other stuff is for the birds. So yeah, that's how I feel about it. But yeah,
I think you should do what you can.
Yes, you could do it within reason. Yes, do what you can within reason. Anything other than that, I'm cool on that. You know what I'm saying we ain't gotta do all that. We ain't gotta do all that. But hey, so let me I guess
you want to talk about Grammys or no? You got something?
No, we could. I didn't watch the Grammys.
I didn't watch that.
Yeah,
I don't watch any of that stuff anymore. I think the most you can get out of me is maybe the hip hop awards, so I can watch the Cypher.
I think that's
kind of getting boring now too.
I don't watch any of those things anymore. So, however, I was looking at today on YouTube. For those of you who played basketball back in the day, they had like the top 10 lists of the ESPN list from 2010. It's a wild list, y'all. Like when you look at it all the way from 2010 up, I got to 2012 and I had to stop. Like the high school players, it's kind of crazy. Like looking back and seeing like, man, like the 2012 year I had to stop because it was like majority of those players did not make it in the league. Like it's crazy. Like when I looked at it, I was like, man, it's just kind of interesting thing to look at. But yeah, I was looking at that today. I was like, man, that was wild.
What was the craziest name? What was the person that you definitely thought was gonna make it that day, or you believe?
Like Josh Selby was the one that he was like 2010, but Josh Selby was actually good. You know what I'm saying? The 2012 year, Marcus Smart was actually the best player. He was 10th on the list. Mm-hmm. Literally everybody else was like dubs. Like Shabazz Muhammad. He was nice. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it was like a lot of those players.
He got to the league, though. Shabazz got to the league.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, looking back on it, it's like, dang. Yeah.
Remember that one dude? He went to North Carolina, the dunker. He had a 40-inch vertical.
Rashad McCants? That was late.
No, Rashad. He played actually.
Oh, PJ Washington. PJ Williams or something like that?
Nah, bro. His last name was
Larry Drew.
No, his last name was Love or no. He had a crazy high school. I forgot his name.
He had a crazy high school misstep. Yeah, I can't remember.
Crazy high school misstep. He played for Team USA.
Bro, them boys
he ended up going to North Carolina. I forgot his name. I just had it. I lost it. Whatever. Yes. But it's a couple. And it was a couple people like that. It was a couple people that was just like can't miss. A lot of people thinking Mikey Williams is gonna be the next one. People saying that he might not be as good as they say he is gonna be. So we'll see.
He's dud. You can look at him and tell.
The hype, because he ain't grow.
That's what I'm saying. You can look at him and tell. Yeah, it's over. It's a dud. It's a dud.
We'll see.
Different when you get that all that spot.
He got bread though. He got bread though. It ain't like he missing. He got millions of dollars.
Yeah, absolutely. Shout out to him. I'm not saying like that. I'm just saying like for the NBA, you can tell some of those players. That's not panned out. It's a nasty game.
Or what's the guy from Memphis? The first player at Memphis right now.
Memphis,
that's supposed to be the next kid.
Yeah, the kid. Well, he don't play at Memphis no more. He left the school.
Yes, he do. He
went back.
He played in the. He was in the national tournament. He was in the tournament. Amani Bates.
Yeah, he's
Amani Bates.
Yeah,
he was supposed to be that boy.
Yeah, he's terrible.
And it's like, nah.
It's really a cautionary tale, man. You got to be careful with your kids, man. Like, I'm not saying they shouldn't pursue their dreams and obviously you could do that to the cows come home, but you do have to be careful, man. Like Avandi Bates, like he missed high school. He missed like his last year of high school. Like that's something. I get it. Millions of dollars is at stake, and I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that. Try to chase your dreams. Do what you got to do. But at the same time, man, you never get those years back. You know? Like senior year of high school, I wouldn't trade that for the world. I just wouldn't. I had a great experience. It was a great experience in my time. It was a great time in my life, you know? Up and down. It was just a good time. But hey.
You think spotlight can sometimes hinder development?
Absolutely.
And
absolutely. Anxiety comes with that. I mean, yeah. I mean, people crack under pressure. And
they starting real young now, like the top 9-year-old in the country, and top seven under in the country.
It depends. I think it all depends about your foundation, though. You know, your foundation. Why you doing it? Is you doing it for the love, or are you doing it because everybody around you trying to get a check out of you? You know what I'm saying? You love this. Is you gonna do this regardless? Is you gonna go this hard even if you weren't the number 1 recruit? What if you was the number 50 recruit? Are you still gonna be getting up doing 2 a days, working out, taking your shots, or are you just doing it because you had talent, people around you pumping up your head? You know what I'm saying? So it all depends. What's your motivation? What's your aim? What's your goal? You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people just fall out of love with stuff because it's like if this is gonna be it when I'm 13, 14, and this is gonna be it. I don't love this. I don't love it no more. So a lot of people just fall out of love with it, and it's like that's a shame. You want kids to be kids for sure. You want to let the kids be kids. That's my take. But sometimes, and Serena Williams of the world or Tiger Woods of the world.
LeBron
Shout out to Tiger.
James. Shout out to Tiger.
Came back today.
Yeah, Tiger came back today. Shout out to Tiger. That was amazing. Definitely shout out to Tiger, man. Definitely shout out to Tiger. But I said LeBron James. I did want to ask y'all this too. I guess we can go to sports. Is like the Lakers season, is this the worst? Like what, like as far as expectations is concerned on a team, is this the worst you've ever seen a team perform with the expectation of probably winning the championship?
Like the most disappointing team in NBA history?
Yeah, definitely disappointing. They had a it's like a TikTok popular. That TikTok video of everything that happened.
Yes, TikTok.
Once Russell Wilson signed with the Lakers,
Russell
Perkins said, "Who I say?"
Russell Wilson.
Russell Westbrook signed the Lakers. Like Kendrick Perkins said they was gonna win 70+ games. Boys said they was gonna win a championship. LeBron said don't underestimate them. They may be old, but watch what they do once the season start. And then they ended up being awful. And I mean, consistency played a factor in that too. They only played 31 games together. The big three. They played 31 games together the entire season.
Their record? Their record in those games?
I think they won single-digit games.
No, they have
all
a good
three
record
of them
together. No, I don't think so. That's not true.
I don't think they won that many.
I believe Mills.
No, they won at least 17 games. I remember the stat. They won at least 17 games all together.
We don't remember no stat.
I do. They played 31 games together. I remember that. Somebody was just talking about it on another podcast. Listen, Anthony Davis is the most underwhelming player in basketball. I think in basketball history almost. Like for me, like I get he won a ring.
That's a bit much.
That's what I said. Top 5. I get he won a ring, but like at the end of the day, when you look at Anthony Davis' career, like I think he made the playoffs twice. Like he's really garbage. You know what I'm saying? Like okay, he made the playoffs 3 times in 10 years? He's garbage.
4 times.
Did he make the playoffs 4 times?
2 times in New Orleans, 2 times the Lakers.
I don't count that Laker one, but okay,
which one?
4 times.
You don't count the bubble?
No, the one before that. I mean, the one after that rather, when they just lost to the Suns. But okay, but that's fine. That's fine. But my only issue is with Anthony Davis is like Anthony Davis was sending him out to Giannis Antetokounmpo. He was sending him out to Jokic apparently.
Yeah, he was.
Embiid. But like he's not that. He's not a top 75 player of all time. He's not that. That was a joke. He's just not. Like the best, regardless, even if he was available, he's not that, y'all. He's not doing
when he
that.
played, he gave you 28.
No, he doesn't.
No, he doesn't.
No, he doesn't. He has not done that. When the last time he's done 28 and 10?
They won 11 games together, those 3, by the way.
How many games did they play together?
They played 21, so they won more to have.
11 and 10.
If they all played together, they wouldn't have been this bad. The team around
they would have made the playoffs.
Yes, they would definitely made the playoffs. But
play in.
My thing is, yes, Russell Westbrook was not great, but Russell Westbrook played. Anthony Davis did not play. Like, he just did. And when he played, he wasn't that good either.
He said they was clocking in minutes, and he told him he wanted to, push himself,
He's garbage,
to get his team as much production as he can. But, they got Magic Johnson, got a whole thing out there right now. I mean, we talking the last couple of weeks about how he blamed LeBron, sort of. Only on this aspect because they could have got DeMar DeRozan, and he felt that they would have been, the best, in the conference. But LeBron wanted Westbrook.
Yo, DeMar DeRozan had 2 good weeks, y'all. Like, we gotta stop that.
Yeah, he just had 40. He just had 40 against the Bucks.
Okay, that's okay. And in the last 3 months, he's been terrible. DeMar DeRozan
averages 28 a game.
DeMar DeRozan had a great season, but that is not to say he would have had that. Like, the same problems they
better than Westbrook.
The same problems. He doesn't shoot threes. He's not a defensive
That's not
player.
The same. No,
yes, it is. That's the problem they got with Westbrook. He doesn't turn the ball over
efficient. He's way more efficient than Russell Westbrook.
He has the ball
create his own shot.
Yes, but he's
create his own shot. His mid-range is automatic.
He's not shooting.
He got the best mid-range in football. He got the best in football. He got the best mid-range in basketball.
Rad. When LeBron James is
nice.
why are you shooting a mid-range shot? That's not
because it goes in.
But that's not your game with LeBron James.
Who's DeRozan?
Name another player who shot mid-range shots with LeBron James.
Melo. Chris Bosh. D-Wade, are you nuts?
Oh my God, D-Wade was a slasher.
D-Wade and Chris Bosh.
Yeah. D-Wade was a slash, and D-Wade is 10 times better than DeMar DeRozan. Like, why are we comparing those two players? We're talking about a Hall of Famer.
You told me to name somebody, not name somebody.
No, but I mean, when I say that, I say within reason. I'm not telling you to name a Hall of Famer, bro. I'm not telling you to name
Chris Bosh is not a Hall of Famer. Chris Bosh.
He might be. But Chris Bosh is 6'11".
He might be. I think he just made it. He might have just made it.
Chris Bosh,
maybe not.
He did. I think he did. But Chris Bosh played the 5, bro. Like, we're talking about a player that's going to be a wing position shooting 17 footers, bro. Like,
DeRozan would have been better, bro. Come on, just stop it. You wildin'.
He would not have been.
Yes, he was. I would say this. They definitely. I can't even think of a more disappointing team. The first team I thought of was the when the Big Three, the Boston Big Three, went to Brooklyn, and that was just a shambles of stuff. But they was and everybody. The expectation was that wasn't that great.
The Lakers.
I mean, the Lakers, but they made it to the finals.
Kobe.
They just lost the finals
when they had Steve Nash and Dwight Howard and all of them.
They made the playoffs. They made the playoffs.
They got second round. Yeah.
Yeah, or something like that. So I mean, they made the playoffs. This is a 31-win team with 3 of the top 75 players on it. So it's like it's really no comparison.
Anthony Davis is not a top 75 player, but I get your point.
I mean, it's the people he is,
So then
it's really I think they're the worst team.
No, it's
does that come down to
Frankie V. Frankie V. He get fired.
He was terrible.
Because if you look at the other LA team, half of their top 5 players missed more than half the season, and they the 4 seed, 4 or 5 seed.
They're not that,
6 or 7.
but we get your point. I think they're 8.
6 or 7.
But
maybe 8. Yeah, maybe 8.
My point is, yes, Frank Vogel deserved blame. Who was Kobe? Kobe's manager, Kobe's agent. What's his name?
The GM.
Yeah.
Robert. Man name.
Was it Robert or something? I can't think of his name. He's unimportant, but he's getting fired effective immediately.
The GM?
Yeah.
No,
yes, he is.
So. They got a ring.
So what? This is terrible roster construction, bro. And
I keep on to say Kupchak. It's not Kupchak.
It's not Mitch Kupchak. It was a guy after him. Rob Pelinka.
Yeah.
Rob Pelinka. Yeah, Rob Pelinka. Yeah,
Pelinka.
Pelinka got to go. Everybody, I think it's a fire sale. I think they have to trade Anthony Davis, effective immediately. I think that
for what?
For parts.
They said Charlotte want Russell.
You literally want all the people you traded up for. You will want Brandon Ingram, Lonzo Ball, Kuzma, Caruso, all these people that you had. You will want all them back. Now you can't get them back. They all gone.
I would do a Anthony Davis for RJ Barrett quickly. Obi Toppin.
That was an argument.
In a first. RJ Barrett's
an argument.
No, he's not.
You crazy?
Is he really?
Yeah, absolutely.
RJ Barrett's a stud. That's a bit much.
No,
that's a bit much. I will go to OKC and see because they got every pick you can ever have. They have all of them, and I would say maybe give me a Shea Gillis.
They're not doing that.
If they want to give me a Shea Gillis, they want me to give me their young rookie.
They're not doing that.
Was it Witty Giddy? Give me Giddy, Shea Gillis.
They not
a couple
doing
first round
Shea
picks.
Gildred, bro. They're just not doing that.
Why not?
He's
why not?
A legit. He's better than Anthony Davis. Like
Oh my gosh, Shea Gillis is better than Anthony Davis now?
Yes, he's younger and he's better than him moving forward. They would
I
never
wouldn't
do
say
that.
that. Shea Gillis is he a nice piece, but he ain't. I
He's
don't
not
know.
a nice
He
piece. He's a legit star in the league, bro. He's a legit star.
He's
Yes,
good.
he is. He's just on a terrible team. You're not doing it. Nobody's giving. Listen, what I just proposed is what they would have to do. Or you,
RJ Barrett and Obi Toppin.
bro. You can't even get. You can't even get the guard from San Antonio. What's his name? What's the point guard from San Antonio? The good one.
Oh,
I can't even think his name, but
I can't think of his name.
they not getting him.
You can get a.
They're not getting him.
Bro.
Honest to God.
White.
So AD.
White.
No, Derek White.
Not
Is
White.
from the Celtics. But
Oh, he just traded. He has traded. You're right.
So AD on the down.
DeJounte Murray. DeJounte Murray.
DeJounte Murray.
Yeah, they
I'm
not
having brain farts. I'm having all type of brain farts right now.
But they not even getting DeJounte Murray. But
They can. That's a fire sale over there.
I guess. No, it's not a
Well,
fire
yeah, down
sale,
with
bro.
her slope.
They made the playoffs. They're playing.
Barely?
Playing game. They made it over the Lakers. They caught the Lakers.
Lakers are
surprisingly.
terrible. I told y'all they're the worst team in basketball. I told
Yeah.
y'all that. I mean, y'all ain't want to believe me.
There's no reason to even talk about
So
that.
so AD on a downhill slope because he can't stay healthy.
He's
So he
garbage.
turned into like a. So
He-
he should.
the best thing about AD, he's 28 or 29. So he's not like he still got 5-6 more years of prime years. So it's like
all right, bro.
He got to
He
be
should.
healthy though for that though.
He's garbage.
he should. He got to get healthy.
So
He got to get healthy.
who do y'all have?
Steph Curry had health issues early on. He got healthy. He back. He ready.
We
just
got
gotta
winning the
figure it
whole
out.
thing.
Yeah, who y'all got winning the whole thing?
I don't know, bro. It's tough.
This is one of the
I
most
like Phoenix,
toughest
though.
years I think I've ever seen. This is probably the toughest year I've ever seen. I can't think of another tough year because LeBron is out, is gone. Steph Curry and the Golden State is like it's not really that they're not really at the apex. Then everybody else is like, do you believe in the Bucks? I
Yes.
believe in the Bucks. I
Yes,
think
I believe in the
Milwaukee
Bucks, yes.
is Milwaukee probably gonna get back there, but you got to go through Brooklyn. You know, I mean, Miami's is tough out. Boston has made their way up to the 2 seed. Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, their defense is acting crazy. Boston's a wild card.
I got
Phoenix
Boston.
look good though.
I got Boston and Milwaukee in the Eastern Conference Finals, and I have Phoenix winning the West. I don't care who they play against. I just can't see anybody beating them. Like they're just better at this point, unless somebody get hurt.
My wild card team to win it all is Dallas. I think Luka.
Nah, I can't see it.
I think Luka is on his.
Whatchamacallit out for like the rest of the season.
Who?
What's his name?
You're really
Don't
about to
matter.
say something that's not gonna make sense.
It doesn't matter. It's Luka or bust.
No,
It's because he didn't have nobody playing in him. It was the best. Brunson? Is it Brunson?
no, it
Tim
can't be
Hardaway
Brunson.
Jr.
The
Tim Hardaway Jr.
The problem is with Dallas. While Luka is playing great, I think what the issue is going to be is eventually in the playoffs, Jalen Brunson will have to ball out. Spencer Dinwiddie will have to. They're going to have to do something. They're going to double
Dinwiddie
team.
been balling.
I understand that. I'm just saying they're going to double team Luka. They're going to get the ball out of his hands, and somebody else is going to have to make a play. Dwight-Powell, Maxi Kleber, like you know what I mean. These guys are not good players. Like they're not.
I think
eventually they're going to be bad. They're going to be bad. They're going to be bad.
The issue with the Phoenix thing is I think Phoenix. Yes, they made the finals last year, but I think Phoenix feel like the Atlanta team. You know what I mean? That Toronto team, because it's like you need one of those guys. I'm not Devin Booker is good, but
is that guy. Yes,
he's
he
that
is.
a guy, bro.
Yes,
he's not a guy.
Yes, he is
He
a
not
guy.
Luka.
Guy. Yeah,
He
no,
not Luka.
he's
Got it,
not
bro.
Luka. I'm not saying
He ain't Luka. He ain't
not
Giannis.
Yeah, he's not
He
Giannis.
ain't Jokic.
I agree with that. I'm not saying he's not.
I'm
But
saying
he
he's not.
doesn't
He's not
have to
Embiid.
be.
He
doesn't-
not.
he
I
doesn't
think
have
you
to
got to
be.
have one of those guys.
He's a tier below.
He ain't Kawhi. He Kawhi.
He's not Kawhi
And
Leonard.
Kawhi.
But
So
Chris
he's not one
Paul.
of these guys.
Chris Paul is amazing.
I don't think-
Chris Paul is great.
I think you need to be one of these guys, and he
Chris
not.
Paul is great, and the
That's how I
overall
feel.
team with the coach with Monty Williams, I think that Devin Booker is good enough. He's great enough. He's not
He
good
got
enough.
that
He's
dog
great.
in him.
He do. Like I don't know what
He
Rad's talking about.
does. I'm not saying he doesn't. I'm not saying he doesn't. He's good. I think I like Devin Booker, but he's not.
Devin Booker's
when
a
it's
top 15 player in the league,
Yes, but that's my point. It's 10. It's other players that's got a good enough team.
and they lose every year.
Right now,
And they lose
who
every
would you
year.
take? Right now, who would you take? Would you take Jason Tatum or Devin Booker?
That's a tough one.
Mills.
Probably Jason Tatum.
I'll probably take Booker.
It's tough. It's tough for me. But why did you say that?
Because my issue is that's what it's players that are just on a notch level.
But they lose,
both
right?
of them. Who?
Like Trey Young beat Joel Embiid last year. Murdered
but
him.
name the last couple championships.
Yeah, I mean Giannis won, but
name the champions.
But you do realize Phoenix could have won that.
Golden State.
Yeah. Okay.
Lakers.
Yes.
Toronto.
Yes, great players win, but I'm saying I'm telling you that
They
he's on that
players.
level. He's on that level.
I'm saying that he's not. That's what I'm saying. That's my argument. I don't think Devin Booker is there yet. Now he got to win there. Maybe he could be there. But me,
They almost got it last year.
Yeah, I'm not. Almost.
No, Giannis. No, they did. Giannis took that.
Chris
over.
Paul got hurt in that series too.
Yes, Giannis did take it over because Giannis is that guy. He is one of those guys. I agree with that. I'm not denying that. I'm just saying. I'm talking about in the West.
If Phoenix makes it to the finals, do you got them being Brooklyn or Phoenix? I mean, or Milwaukee?
Brooklyn.
Who would you take?
Brooklyn will not be in the finals.
Okay, do you got them being Milwaukee?
I think they can be.
I think they can be Milwaukee too. Yeah.
They ain't being Milwaukee. I think
because the reality is that even though Giannis was otherworldly, Chris Middleton and Drew Holiday.
He averaged 24 that series.
No, Chris Middleton played good. No, Chris Middleton. I'm saying they have to play up to that level again.
Oh,
And Drew Holiday has to be a dog on defense like he was. Drew Holiday was a dog. Like those first two games, Phoenix
Giannis got to shoot 90% from the free throw line too.
Drew Holiday got in Chris Paul, and they made it difficult for him. So I don't know.
Y'all telling me that can't happen again when they got Giannis on their team? Giannis is the best player in basketball.
That's
right
fine, but
they're
not. Their team is not playing as good as they played last year. That's all I'm saying.
I don't know. Phoenix just got that. I like Monty Williams. I want to seed. I like Devin Booker, but Devin Booker isn't. Yo, take over a series.
Yes, he is.
I'm about to dominate. No, I don't see that.
I think
not yet. I don't see that yet.
I think he is.
I won't be shocked if they don't make it to the finals. Like I don't see it. I mean, they winning, but it's like we'll see. We'll see. I don't know. I don't see it. But what y'all feel about the Kareem and LeBron James topics? Y'all care about that?
No,
about what he said.
I don't want to talk about the Lakers anymore. I don't. I don't want to talk about the Lakers.
I saw a couple of things on Twitter, but
I seen it. I just didn't even read it because I was like, LeBron is irrelevant. He won 31 games. Like, I'm not talking about him.
All right, we're gonna bring it home. We're gonna bring it home. Stephon Diggs signed 4 years, $104 million deal, 7 guaranteed. How y'all feel? Too much money overpaid, just right? How y'all feel about it?
We rich, like we printing money. That's the crazy thing is we printing money.
The nation
bro.
is too, Mills. Don't worry about it.
But it's funny though because they had on Twitter how Doug Whaley, obviously he was Doug Whaley, tomato.
No,
I think it's Whaley, but okay.
He was our GM previously, and he put a little post up. It was like, the Bills don't got no money. They're gonna have to trade him or get rid of him. You know what I mean, for being to come and be able to pay him, it's good. It's a good thing that we got our GM, can do what he need to do to keep the players that he think we need, to win the bowl. And like I said previously on the pod, like we're a win now team right now. And Stephon, he kind of made Josh Allen who Josh Allen is. Not saying Josh Allen wouldn't have got better as the years went, but Stephon coming here, kind of, put his game on a different level. And I would have hated to see that, disappear. Has his production been as great? Nah. But he said in a statement the other day that he gonna prove, that he's one of the top 3 wide receivers in the league. So I'm interested to see, what he can do to show us how, that caliber of play. But I don't think it was bad. You pay for what you want. Sometimes you gotta risk it all in order to succeed. So shout out to Bean, shout out to the Bills. Let's get a ring, man.
I said this before. Shout out to Overdue Bills podcast. I said that we should have traded Stephon Diggs, and I'm not sure what the market was for Stephon Diggs, but I still think I was right. I do think I understand the move because I think it shows, free agents that we take care of our own. We do take care of our people, and that's important to the NFL, at large. They like that type of stuff. The Bills take care of their people, yada yada yada. But at the same time, I said last year, Diggs lost his step. We saw that. Diggs was terrible in the playoffs. Awful. Didn't do anything. My issue with Diggs was on our last drives, he took plays off. I never saw anybody pay a $70 million man that type of money and they take plays off. So I don't know what that's about. But I didn't I don't know. That was just me. I didn't understand what was going on. I don't know if he was tired, he was hurt. But it just didn't sit right with me, and I'm like a player that takes plays off, we shouldn't pay him. That's just my opinion on it. I don't know, maybe everybody can be different, but that's my opinion. When we're trying to fight for our lives, it's do or die, put up or shut up, and I see you on the sideline.
Water break, man.
You don't get a water break. I mean, you just like
if you're a passing team and you running 20-yard routes and you one of the best wide receivers with footwork, you're gonna need some water.
Lose the game, we're not
every
coming
once in
back.
a blue moon.
We don't need you to get water. We need you to catch a ball. And you didn't even catch any balls. I don't even know. My whole thing about it was, what were you doing? You wasn't catching balls against the Chiefs. What were you doing? Why are you so tired? Like what?
Decoying, bro.
Yo, we gotta stop this, bro. He was not double teamed. Like all this stuff is first, bro. Like he just wasn't getting open. Let's keep it a stack. And that's all I'm just saying. If you can't get open in the biggest games, then let's take a step back. Like let's take a step back, y'all, and see what's going on. Let's not be ignorant and just give everybody money. Shout out to Diggs. He was amazing to the franchise. He has to be elite this year, in my opinion. He has
As the defensive coordinator,
I agree.
Where do you lean your schemes towards playing against the Bills? As a defensive coordinator,
I'm not denying
how do you
that.
scheme?
But we can say that for every great player. Why does W.T.I.A.S.S still get the ball? Like I mean, like I don't like that. Like what does that mean? Tyreek Hill killed us. We knew he was getting the ball.
Like Jamar Chase got the ball.
But also those quarterbacks force the ball to those players.
Okay, then figure that out.
No, you the best players get the ball. So I mean, I'm not gonna just keep giving him passes. He needs to be able to get open consistently and catch the ball. If you elite player, you getting paid as much as the Tyreek, not Tyreek Hill, but Devontae Adams.
$2 million under Tyreek Hill, guaranteed money.
You know what I mean? And you know, I like it. I want him to stay, but Tyreek Hill and Devontae Adams are dumb boys. Like you need to be that boy. You know, I mean, I think that pressure is on them. Like not pressure, but like, yo, you got to deliver in high pressure moments. We could all come up with the perfect excuse. I'm not saying he was bad, as Sam's saying, but I'm not gonna just give him bail on if he don't show up in some way. Well, find an excuse for that. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not. You gotta the best. The Jerry Rices of the world, the people who was getting, Terrell Owens, whoever you want to call, Randy Moss, all up, the top guys. We're getting open, making plays when they need to make plays. So that's what I want from Diggs. And you got an all-time right now. You got one of the top 3 or 4 best quarterbacks for me, top 2 maybe in football. There's no excuse. And we in the past happy offense. It's not even like we run the ball too much. It ain't even like that. It's literally like we pass the ball all the time. And you the number 1 receiver on that team. Facts. Get the ball, catch the ball, be open, have a lot of numbers. You got to be top 5 in most categories. We pass too much for you not to be. You know what I'm saying? So. I agree with Sam on that point. We do. If you pay them like much, he got to produce that much. You know what I mean? Because right now I seen some rumblings about Micah Hyde and Poyer. They feel like, man, if Diggs got that bread, it's people saying that they feel like they took team-friendly deals.
Poyer just changed his agent.
They took team-friendly deals, and they like, man, like if they feel like I'm not gonna say I don't think they count his pockets, but if Diggs didn't have to take getting wide receiver 1 market money. And them 2 took team-friendly deals. They feel in some type of way. When can they get it? Because Diggs still had 2 more years on his contract.
He did. That's why I don't understand why we had to do this.
So
I mean, I guess like the receiver market was, but still.
Yeah, the receiver market was, and people was trying to whatever. Because right now, Deebo Samuel is just doing the same thing. He deleted all. He did San Francisco. Yeah,
they get crazy. They chill. They got
we can get deals.
Everybody get deals.
He play every position.
Wide receiver, it's the market for wide receivers. If you want a deal, do it now. It's now. But I guess it's some noise that Poyer and Hyde feels type of way. Not feels type of way about Diggs getting money, but they feel like, hey,
they took team-friendly deals and Diggs got that bread.
Now let's re-up. Let's re-up now for us because we was the all-pro guys. We was the best number 1 defense in the league. So what about us? And this was his worst year in Buffalo. I mean, he only had 2 years, but it wasn't like he had a better year. So it could cause some friction there. If you start rubbing elbows everywhere, you need to start rubbing elbows. If you find the money, you need to start finding money for people. So we'll see. We'll see how it play out. Hopefully Bills play it out. Hopefully this is our year. Hopefully win the Super Bowl this year. This is our year to win. So
are y'all both watching Bel Air?
It's over. Well, I watched all the episodes.
Oh, okay. Did you watch your rap?
There's only 1 season.
I watched some of it. You like it?
I'm not watching it at all. No.
Why are you hexing?
Because people keep talking about it. I was going to ask y'all, was it good? Like, that's what
Bro, it's good.
Is it good?
It's good.
Okay. I might.
They should, well, everybody probably know already. They said Marlon Wayans had his Denzel moment in the joint, but yeah, it's a good movie.
Marlon Wayans had a Denzel moment.
Yeah, that's what they were saying on
I,
Twitter.
What does that
I
mean?
hate Marlon Wayans, by
What
the
is
way.
that-
So
what does
he
that
got to be
mean?
really good.
Like his
He acting
acting
great?
in a one scene
Was really
was amazing.
was Denzel-esque.
That's what they said on Facebook.
No, don't do that.
and
Don't
Twitter.
do that.
Yo, we
Don't do
gotta
that.
stop,
The world
bro.
said-
And your
Like,
expectations
somebody
gonna be too
got it.
high.
I know.
But
I'm not watching
me,
it.
I
I'm not gonna
personally,
watch
I
it.
hate Marlon Wayans. I mean, in a good way, not but he just too much for me. Like his comedy, he just do too much. He not as funny as me personally. I don't like his comedy, but we'll see. But he not being comedic. He being a real actor.
Nah, this is a serious moment.
And he had a
might be
Denzel
good then.
moment.
That's what they saying.
What? When people say that, like, what is that? Like, he had a, like, nah, I'm not even gonna put my mic.
So
back.
I'm interested to see him in a serious role.
Marlon was Will Dad.
We
I would
don't
say
have to
that.
talk about this.
He was Will
I don't
Dad.
care. I'm not even.
So yeah, if y'all watch the old Fresh Prince, y'all know how the conflict between Will and his dad was. So
Yeah.
We'll
he
see.
had to play a serious role.
We'll see.
So what's anything? Okay, so what's something y'all look forward to watching? Like for me, I'm a big Harry
Queen of the
Potter
South
fan.
coming back,
You watch Queen of the
season
South
seven.
News?
bruh. Fire. That's probably the
Really?
best series I
Nah,
ever
you gotta
watched.
stop, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, I watched the first three seasons or something like that. I haven't caught up. I watched the first 3 seasons.
Yeah,
It was
I think
cool.
fire.
It's quite. I mean, it got everything you want. Sex, drugs.
Nah,
Crime.
It's quiet.
But I'm a big fan of Harry Potter. Dumbledore, right? The Secrets of Dumbledore coming out, so I'm looking forward to that. I think House of Dragons got a date August. I'm looking forward to that.
Definitely looking forward to that too.
Anything else coming out?
I'm gonna
I want to
watch.
see.
I'm gonna watch.
I haven't been keeping up with these Marvel joints. Like I ain't watched Morbius or
Yeah,
Moon
it's
Knight.
quiet on
I haven't kept and I haven't heard a lot about them either. So maybe they trash. So I haven't watched Batman. Anyone else see Batman?
No.
I went to the movie. Well, me and Lex went to go see the movie when it dropped.
The Batman movie?
Yeah, the Batman. Yeah,
How was it?
it was good. It was good. Had a nice storyline. It was long. I haven't really sat in a over 2-hour movie in a long time.
My
That thing's
father,
about 3 hours long.
my father said it was terrible, so I ain't gonna watch it.
Really?
Yeah, he said it was awful. Worst movie ever seen in his life.
Really?
Yeah, that's what him and his friend. They my parents went on a date with my father, friend, and his wife, and it's crazy because I seen his friend in Walmart, and he's kind of they act crazy, but he had got a Batman action figure from Walmart and paid for it and told me to give it to my father because he said that movie was so bad, but your father made us go to it. So, so it must have been really bad. It must have been bad because he trashed it.
Really?
Yeah, I wasn't gonna watch it, but I mean, it's peak television time. Like it's so many shows. Like I don't even. It's so many shows. Whatever you want, whatever type of genre
watch
you
Snowfall?
want. I watched like the first episode.
I heard bad things.
Yeah, I watched the first
I'm hearing
episode.
bad
watched
things
it.
about Snowfall. I'm hearing bad things about that Tommy joint.
Oh, but that was been bad though. Like
Force?
yeah. They say
Yeah, I'm hearing
they say
bad things about it.
it's like make believe shooting. Like he's like
Yeah.
Tom Cruise just shooting everybody. Like it's just insane.
It should have caught back up towards the end though, but I stopped watching it.
Oh, okay.
It's,
Oh, really?
it's
'Cause
not good
it's-
TV.
It was like one of those spin-offs that you couldn't really understand because of a whole bunch of people you didn't know. So it was like you didn't want to, keep up with it. Like all the rest of the spin-offs of Power, it was the same cast members for the most part. It was just him and all new people. So it was like, I'm not trying to get readapted. This is crazy. But
I would say that me and Sean about to watch Bright Bridgerton tonight. I'll tell you how that go.
I
Probably,
got the first
probably
two
gonna start it.
episodes.
I'm gonna start watching it.
We
I
probably-
like the first season. The first
first
season
was
was good. I'm
fire.
gonna watch it.
You know the guy's
So
not
I'm
in it,
gonna-
right?
The black guy?
Yes.
They recasted him?
No, he like they. Yo, this is. I didn't know it until like the other day. My girl was like,
What?
I'm like, he's not in it, but I guess they didn't know he was going to be a star. So his contract was just literally that year. So he was like, I'm not coming back. I guess he was like, he felt as though he.
Or re-up.
Yeah, he was like, nah, I'm good. Like I hit a lick, and now I'm up. Like I'm gonna venture out with roles and stuff like that. So he didn't come back.
Wow.
Yeah, it's crazy,
That's a
bro.
big deal, bro.
It is. It's actually good though. Like we watched the first 2 episodes. I want to say we probably watch the third one tonight. It's good. They do have some. I mean, it's definitely they have some color in it. So I mean, it's not like, but it is a different show. Like it
Yeah.
is. It actually is.
It's not gonna be on them. It can't
It's
be
not
on
on
them.
them
It
at
gotta be
all.
on somebody
it's not
else.
on them at all.
It can't be on them.
It's another
Just
main,
can't.
it is another main character, or not a main
Okay.
character, but like a lead kind of type of thing.
Yeah, they got to. Another lead male, right?
Yeah, the
I'm assuming.
Viscount. But
Okay.
whatever.
I'm gonna watch it though, cause I mean, Shonda, she got her pen crazy. So
Yeah, I like her, and they my girl. She had sent me this. They got a Bridgerton ball. They got one in DC, one in Chicago, one in
really,
California. I think
that's
we're going.
fire.
We about to go to one.
oh, that's fire.
Yeah, I know when I
That's
seen
fire.
it. Yeah, so
That's fire. That's fire.
So speaking of the shows, my wife watched the show. I hate it, but would y'all ever do like Married at First Sight? Like,
No.
would y'all ever do
Wow,
that?
Sean, mom watches that all the time.
Or like, how would you feel if
My
your
wife's
friend
mom.
did like Married at First Sight? Like they literally just be at the altar and they get married. Like that's wild.
It's a show.
That's wild.
Yeah, but
That's
it
wild,
is
but
It's
it's
real though.
That's wild.
But it's real.
I mean,
Is it?
Is it though? Like,
Yeah.
I
Is
don't
it?
know. I mean, they got those.
It's wild. I don't know if it's real or not, but that's just for me. It seems wild, but I don't know.
They got You know what's funny?
That's wild.
It is wild. It's wild.
Because
wild.
marriage is a big deal.
It's
That's
wild.
wild.
They got those. I listen. We watched the
That's
last.
wild.
We watched the episode of Bridgerton, and on Netflix they got it's a show called Ultimatum, Married or whatever. It's some show called Ultimatum. So basically, you give your significant other an ultimatum. It could be either or, the male or the female. But you go to this place and it's like maybe 6 or 8 couples. And so you're given an ultimatum, but the kicker is you're with your spouse for one last day, and then they go with somebody else for like 3 weeks. It's like, yo,
What is we talking?
who's
This wife
signing
swap?
up? I'm like, who's signing up for this stuff though? Like, who's legit? It's like, why are y'all signing? Is these
The
real
one I do-
relationships?
The one I do like, Sean
Boy
mom was
Island?
watching was no, it was like where
That joint wild.
it's like say
wall in
I forgot what it's called. It's they say yes or something like where people are in a relationship. Typically, it's the woman. People are in a relationship, and she's telling them that they got some type of date. It was one specifically like they both were bodybuilders, and it was like, yo, we going to this bodybuilding competition. But what she doing is planning the whole wedding. And when they get there, he gonna be like, she gonna get on one knee and say, "Will you marry me?" And he's like, if he say yes, then y'all get married in 2 hours.
Oh hell nah, they wild.
that's-
But I mean, they together already though.
I saw
But
that
they together
show.
already.
Yeah,
That's
but they
crazy.
You know what I mean? I'm fine with that one. That
They
one is cool
wild.
because it's like I'm with somebody and I'm saying let's get married, and they pretty much the TV show is pretty much paying for your wedding. So I'm not mad at that. But Married at First Sight, you don't know people. You know what I mean? I don't know. That's a little nuance. But if you with somebody and you just say y'all with each other 7-8 months, a year, and you just say, hey, this is a wedding, you know what I mean? Yes or no? I'm with that. I'm with that. I'm not mad at that type of show. That's fine because it's like right now, hey, because it's like what we doing? You want to get married? Let's get married.
I guess that's how
I
ultimatum
can see that.
is. But it's funny because these show. Well, I was watching the show F-Boy Island. It's on HBO.
What is it called?
F-Boy Island. My girl was watching it. I was watching it with her. But
Boy Island.
my point is, like you remember like these like reality shows you couldn't like the real world never came into it. You know what I mean? Like whatever you had going on never really was like brought into it. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
Like, you know what I mean?
It was
Like,
isolated.
Yeah, it was isolated. So they are, but like, I guess I don't like now. I guess it's social.
Shout out to College Hill. Was it
College
College Hill?
Hill and all that stuff. Like social media is so prevalent. Like even more, that stuff kind of bleeds in. Like it's crazy. Like the girl on the show dude had a girl. Like it was wild. Like she FaceTimed the girl. Like it was. I had never seen nothing like that because I'm like, this is weird. Like I thought that you never could bring none of that stuff in, but I guess they do now.
Bro, do y'all know about that other joint where Kurt Franklin's son is on?
I'm not watching it, so
Uh,
I mean, I've
Y'all know what I'm
seen
talking
like
about?
a little bit of it, but
I'm like, there's really Kurt Franklin's son on there. So I mean,
yeah, but everybody got
That's
kids.
crazy.
the son with the phone call, that son, the argument one.
I don't know.
I don't
It's
know.
a Kurt Franklin's son.
I
over
didn't.
there
I
that's
didn't know how
wild.
many kids Kurt Franklin had to begin with, so I don't know.
Yeah, I didn't know either. But it's one over there as well. Like, on some
Yeah.
like is Bad Boys Club? Is it Bad Boys Club?
It's wild what it is.
It's pretty much Bad Girls Club, but the boy version.
It's just wild. It's insane. But
And they sugar
yeah,
and spice and
yeah,
everything nice.
It's kind of wild. But yeah. But so let me actually, I guess we're about to get off because we do. Congratulations is in order.
Yeah.
Congratulations is in order. And shout out to our first of all, shout out to our guy Mike. Mike been off the show for who knows. Mike been gone for a minute. It seemed like
He grinding, man.
he's
Shout out
definitely
Mike
grinding. But shout out to Mike. We can't wait till Mike come back. Mill say Mike quit, but that's in the story. But shout out to our guy Rad. Rad jumped a broom the other day. Made the knot official. It's not his fiance anymore. It is your wife. So shout out to Rad. You know, round of applause. But I did have a question. Russell Wilson. I don't know if I sent it to y'all, but they asked Russell Wilson on Kevin Hart's show. What was the line that got Sierra? Like what did what was that? Like what was that defining thing that kind of like, oh yeah, I got her now. You know what I mean? That kind of like got it. And he, cause you know that it was that whole thing. Russell Wilson was corny, right? That's been. I don't know why people keep saying that, but he basically was like, did I send this to y'all?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I don't know why I sent it to them. But Russell was like, he had an old wallet. First of all, he stunned. He was like, yeah, I had an old wallet. I was a bachelor. You know how that go. Like when he said it like that, I was like, oh, he was getting crazy out here. Yeah, I like when he did that. I was like, yeah, let people know I was getting crazy.
You know how that go.
Yeah, you know how that go. But he was like, he was a bachelor. He had an old wallet or whatever for whatever reason. And he said they had went out and he had it on the table or whatever. So she was like, what is that? He's like, that's my wallet. And she was like, oh, you're not winning with that. You know what I mean? And then he was like, he said, let me tell you this. He was like, first of all, when you're dealing with me, you always win. He was like, and second of all, this wallet, it shows you consistency. That I'm like, okay. Like, but I mean, that's what he said. I'm like, all right. That's how he gave it up. He said, it shows you consistency that I'm always be consistent and blase, 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 blah. Long story short, I mean, him and Sierra is long, happily ever after. But he said, it was kind of corny, but he said that that's how he got her. So my question is to y'all, since y'all two married men, was there a defining moment where you can pinpoint like, oh, this is where, you know, I kind of sealed the deal, right? Like this, like boom, I got her.
Mills.
Yeah, Mills is kind of maybe easier. I know Rad, like it's been a very, very long time. Like
well, mine was pretty much just being that support for my wife. You know, not to get into detail with her, you know, childhood and stuff like that. She didn't really have that much, you know, people, you know, she can count on and stuff like that. And again, becoming a relationship with me, you know, I was there. I supported her when she needed something. You know, I helped her. You know, I helped her become a better woman at the end of the day.
Oh, wow.
So once, you know, she realized that, you know, I can help her in areas and I realized that she can help me, you know, in areas. It was just smooth sailing after that. So just me being supportive pretty much was the icing on the cake for me.
Shout out Mills.
Mills. For me, it's I mean, because it's so funny because you say that because I used to always be like, man, is it? I always be like, is it a moment where I just go no? Is it a moment?
Oh yeah,
that's what I said. It's been a long time.
But it's still in that long period of time. It's still like different relationships. We had different. It wasn't the same. We're not the same 16-year-olds, 20-year-olds. We're 30 now. You know what I mean? We're just not the same person. And we change. A lot of our changes have to be with each other, but we have to go through changes. But I think for me, it was me. It was more so me. You know what I mean? It's like when I decided just to put 100% in. You know what I'm saying? Like, I guess you know when you're not putting 100% in something. You know when you're not truly pouring it yourself or putting 100% committed. And one thing I'll say this. One thing my mom said that was like gold for me. She said, "The grass is never greener. The grass is only get greener if you water it." You know what I mean? I was just like, wow. So I just understood what she said by that. You know what I mean? So no matter what situation you're in, if you're not pouring into that, it's not going to turn out the way you want it to turn out. So value what you got, pour into it, and watch it turn green. So that when I realized that, and
watch it turn green.
And watch it turn green, man. Yeah, the grass is never greener. It's only green if you water it. So that's my take. So when I put 100% in and start watering my grass, it was up from there.
Shout out to Rad, man. Shout out to y'all, man.
How that ring feel?
Yeah, I know.
It was uncomfortable first couple
good,
days.
Man. It was. I keep fidgeting it with it. You know, I put it on my other finger and I got stuck for a little bit, so I was just fidgeting with it, just wilding. I put it on there. So it's cool though. I get used to it. That's cool.
Yeah, for sure.
Twirl,
I feel naked without mine now. You take it off for a little bit. It's like, yo,
I took it off. I took it off once. Because I thought I was supposed to take it off to wash dishes.
You got yelled at?
Then I went to the store and she saw it already. That was like that was day two. I was like, yo, I was washing dishes. She's like, you can keep it on washing dishes. Not go. I'm like,
I still get that. I still get.
I didn't know that. I thought you were gonna take it off if you wash dishes.
But I mean, they say you don't have to, but they say it's good because of all that water and all that soap. You know, it can tarnish. You know, and make.
But she said you get free buff. You get free buffers. You get she said I said.
But you don't get a new ring though. You don't get a new ring. They clean it.
She said you can go get it clean and go get it nice and stuff. And I was like, all right. Okay. But she can take it off when she making cakes though. But I'm just leave that there. I'm not gonna argue that. You know. I ain't saying nothing about that. But hey, to each his own. Shout out to wifey.
All right. Shout out to everybody, man. We appreciate y'all. Please like, share, and subscribe, man. We ain't really said that in a long time, man. Shout out. We on all platforms, yo. As far as podcasts, if you want to listen to it on your early morning commute, go on YouTube and watch us. And shout out to everybody. We'll be back, man. Listen, we trying to take it to another level. So yeah, that's all we got.
Sure.
Who do you?
Recording stopped.
Durant, why didn't you tell me Kenny Brown in the wheelchair, man?
Remember them regular days when there wasn't no more watches for me. Now the money keep calling for me. I'm feeling like everyone plotting on me. Gotta pray for my people to block where they stay. And I